welcome Shalini Passi and Ridhima Kapoor Saini. And finally, we've got Kalyani with us also. Big round of applause, please. So you heard the response for, the amount of love you're getting also for your series. Has it sunk in yet?
I've been doing almost 6 interviews a day or more. So I've had to cancel my vacation, but I'm loving what all you are sending me. Thank you for your DMs. Thank you for your messages. I love you all so much. They've inspired me to work even harder and be a better person.
Thank you. I have to bring in Ridhima now because there's so much love for you.
तहे दिल से सबका मैं धन्यवाद करना चाहती हूँ. I love you all. Thank you for having us here.
Ridhima, you come, of course, from a very prestigious family. You were a household name before the series, now more so. What's it been like? Aapko kaisa lag raha hai looking at all of this love that's coming your way?
So it feels very, very good. It feels surreal. मैं बहुत private type की औरत हूँ. I keep things to myself. But अगर हम Bollywood wives की बात करें, तो I have been a massive fan of the series. हमारी जो 4 OG wives हैं, मैं उनकी बहुत बहुत बड़ी fan रह चुकी हूँ. मैंने सीजन 1 सीजन 2 लगातार देखा है. तो जब मुझे कॉल आई और जब मुझे पूछा गया कि क्या आप सीजन 3 करना चाहेंगी, I could not say no to Karan. And but I would like to give credit to our 4 friends, Neelam, Bhavna, Seema, Maheep. We miss you girls.
The Bollywood wives.
The Bollywood OG wives. Aapke bina this would have not been possible.
Wow, amazing. Kalyani, what was the journey like for you? You've been thrust into the spotlight now. How different is it now? How different is life now?
It's been like a blockbuster, right? This whole pop culture blockbuster. And it has been fantastic. As Ridhima said, I think season 1 and 2, if it wasn't for them, there would not firstly be a season 3. But I think Delhi definitely brought in the masala and made it so fun. And for me personally, I was, I think, overconfident in the beginning because I've been in front of the camera for a long time. I mean, I've done so many different things in my life. But it also happened during the peak season of my business. So I think I was kind of divided in my attention span till one day I woke up and said, okay, this is huge. And the aftermath of this coming out has been so incredible. It's in 192 countries. It's Netflix. This kind of exposure, this kind of, overnight recognition is not possible.
Are you bombarded for selfies now all the time, wherever you go?
I have got matchmakers from New Zealand, guys. So, I mean, everyone wants to know if I'm really single, but guys, I'm really single. So, any help, please, DM me.
Shalini, there's been so much talk about you, your life mantras. You've gone completely viral. How has life changed for you?
So I've always done many things, and of course this is a very, very public platform. And I have now apparently fan clubs all over. There are people who are mimicking me. They are having sassy-passy parties. There are women who send messages, long messages, men saying that how I've inspired them. Honestly, I was just living my life and just being who I am. And if people are finding inspiration or if they're finding goodness in it, I mean, that's really heartwarming, and I feel like doing even more good things and, doing more things with my life. So it's like a back and forth, the audience is giving me so much love, and I'm truly inspired and grateful for that.
Can I just say, and I know that one of the most popular lines in the series is when you say, I don't like to stress, it's not good for my skin.
I've changed it now.
She's glowing. What does it change to?
I've changed it to, I don't like to talk about others because I like to talk about myself.
But Ridhima, for you also, because you were saying about how, you were very closed up, you didn't like to really go out there and speak about how you're feeling. How was this perceived by your family? Were they okay with you getting into reality TV?
So, you know, actually, such batao to I am the oldest debutante in my family. Better late than never. I'm 44 years old, and I'm very proud of the fact that at least I came in front of the camera now. You know, मैंने शादी की, मेरी बेटी हुई, I wanted to be at home taking care of my family. I'm an entrepreneur. I just feel, you know, there is nothing like the right time or the right age. It's when you want to start afresh. आपको जो करना है, कभी भी करना है, when you are able to, if it makes you happy, follow it. Just go for it. And this is the advice that I would sincerely give to all the wonderful, beautiful ladies sitting in the audience. Okay, follow your dreams, whatever you want to do. Don't think that, you know, it is not the right time now. My mother started working when she was 5 years old. She gave it up for a while, but now she's back to working again. So the perfect example. Thank you.
That's amazing. Were they a bit shocked, a tad shocked that you're choosing to do it with reality TV?
They were actually, my family is very supportive. 100% support from all my family members. In fact, they were truly happy for me. They were like, chalo, finally, you have said yes. And I was like, yes. And now there's no looking back.
Kalyani, what makes the Delhi wife so much better, or the Delhi women so much better than the Bombay women?
I am no one's wife. I'm just fabulous.
Which is why I changed it to women.
I think it's just such a refreshing dimension. You know, there was season 1 and 2, and there was the 4 of them, and they're very good friends. They are very, very tight. They're very, very close, and have a history with each other, you know, family-wise, etc., work-wise, you know, like Chunky and Neelam, for example, etc. So I think what Delhi brought in was a completely different perspective into the show. And we are all, 3 of us, very different personalities. Now there's 7 very strong women. It's a 7-women show, which is a lot. And I think we all have very individual personalities. We are very strong women. We've all done something with our lives. We're all achievers. We're not just someone's wife or someone's daughter. I think we all 7 of us have actually achieved something. And I think that's really the message out here. And to answer your question, I mean, Delhi brought in the pizzazz, guys. Don't you agree?
This is a question I've always had when I watched all these series. How real is reality TV?
This was very real. It
Can I
was.
answer this?
Yeah.
None of it is scripted. If it would be, we would be amazing actresses. We have so many shades in us, and in reality that comes out. The reality actually comes out. So when you have a character, certain things are put for a character, like characters should be like this. But in reality, it's just open.
Was that hard though, also to kind of channel your emotions in front of a camera? This is no Big Boss. You're not got hidden cameras. They're right in front of you. So is that hard as well to kind of channel your emotions? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So, you know, you are your own script writer. So, you know, you have to think of, you know, I mean, in particular, I had to think of what to say because I'm actually all in all in a very simple girl. So I didn't know how do I keep the audience engaged? So here I'm thinking, matlab kya karu, kya bolu? So I'm thinking, it's not like a movie where, you know, you can do rehearsals and there are a couple of takes. This is one take and you're like, you know, your life is put out there. So, yeah.
Was it hard to kind of hold back on the controversies, Kalyani? Were you like, how will this go down with the audience? Will I, you know, piss off someone else on the show? Any of that you went through while shooting?
No, obviously, you know, as the show gets along, I think it's like having a baby. It gets progressively worse in terms of my anxiety, at least, because I'm a very reactive person. And I react, and then I regret it, and then I want to do damage control, and I make it even worse. But that's me in real life. So I think whatever you see, what you see is what you get. And yes, sometimes you do. I did regret, like, gosh, did I have to react, you know? But I am that person, and I have been my true, authentic self. And I think that's kind of long-term because, I don't know it any other way. And this was a reality show, and I think I've been as real as I could be. And people who know me have realized that, and I think that's long-term authenticity.
Yeah, totally, absolutely. Shalini, did you have, when you watched the show in hindsight, you know, shooting, you're in the emotions clearly, it was all very real, you're saying that, you know, it was reactions.
What did you say? Which emotions?
No, the emotions were very real on the show. But when you watched it post that, were there some moments when you felt, look, maybe I shouldn't have reacted this way, maybe I should have reacted differently, maybe I should have said something different?
I haven't actually watched the show entirely.
You haven't watched it?
No, just the clips on Instagram of me. And honestly, I'm a person who learns from their mistakes. My mistakes make me. I embrace everything that I've done. I stand by my decisions. I do things before and then understand what has actually transpired. So I'm very, very emotional. I'm very artistic. I'm very impulsive. We are here today where everybody, like we have people from the literature background and artists and writers, and we live in our own world. We do things and then we like clean up our mess. So honestly, and everything that has happened to me or I have done, I don't regret anything. But at the end of the day, I don't ever try to hurt anybody, use anyone, misuse my friendship, not be loyal, not break anybody's trust. These are things that if I ever do by mistake, I'm very harsh on myself. So if I'm not loyal to a friend or if I throw a friend under the bus, I will never forgive myself for years and make it up to that person. That's who I am. But when it comes to making mistakes on my own, I am very, very happy. I just own it all.
Can I ask you a question? I'm sure everyone's wondering this. Seeing your life in the series, and you know, to me when I watched it, I was like, wow, this is so extra. This is so wow in every aspect. You know, your home, your fashion choices, all of it.
There's text on your tarpal, man.
Yeah, we're extra too. I'm not going to take that away. We're extra.
And you have red tassels there, which I can see, and I'm admiring. Artists are extra. We are supposed to be extra.
Yeah, it's great.
We are supposed to live by creativity. So I own everything.
So is that a daily thing with you?
I love
You know,
wearing
what's
clips.
your routine like on a daily basis?
I wake up in the morning, I pray or I meditate, depends what I want to. Then I do my meetings for my art foundation, which is MASH, for about 2 hours. Then I have my lunch, and then again I sort of read emails or interact or communications. Then afternoon I try to meditate for half an hour if I have time. Then I work out from 3:30 to 4:30, and you're keeping me away from my work. No, I work out from 3:30 to almost 5:36 every day, no matter if I have to take a flight and, you know.
We've held you today though.
Yeah, I'm like really like, okay guys. So I work out 2 hours, I dance an hour, and I do Pilates or weight training. Then I have dinner by 6:37 sharp. Then at 9 o'clock, either I go to the temple, or I have some classes, or I read. Mostly I have some classes or I have my therapy. So it's my day is very, very structured.
Yeah, we'll be looking forward to the music classes also. Hopefully that falls at 3:30, right? So that we can also have some music
classes at night, because day I finish my work in the day, and whatever post 9 o'clock is whatever the fun things I can add on.
Oh,
so,
wow.
Yeah.
You're all, of course, celebrities now. Ridhima, do you think that, you know, a series like, you know, Fabulous Lives, Bollywood Wives, it's, of course, all about the masala, the fun. Do you think there's a larger message, though, that you also kind of try to send out as women? And you can lead and inspire so many women out there with this series. And what is that message?
Absolutely. I totally agree. I mean, you know, we are mothers, we are wives, soon to be, hopefully. But anyway, so that said, see, for me, my family comes first. My family comes before everything and anything. My family is my priority. Even today, when I know my daughter comes home from school at a certain time, she can never come back to an empty house. That's how I am. I have to be there for her. I let go events, I let go everything else just to be at home with my daughter. So if there is another season, I really hope, you know, they show a little more bond between me and my family. maybe a little bit of yoga, because that's what I do also. Maybe, a little bit of my workspace. So all I can say is to all the ladies, as I have mentioned even before, that, I've done this now. As I just said, I am the oldest newcomer in the family. So follow your dreams, don't hold back. Whenever, however, in your ability, in your capacity, just go for it.
Beautiful message. Kalyani, for you, you're a self-made woman. All of you are self-made women. So do you think that amid all of the perfection that you see in the series also, that not many people know what it takes to reach this particular spot, that what it's taken behind the scenes also?
I don't think anyone's perfect. I mean, I am one of the most flawed people I know. I am also today a product of all my mistakes, which have been my biggest learnings. I think the biggest message that I want to give every woman, every young girl, especially the picture of Delhi that has been shown, right? It doesn't matter who your father is, who your husband is. You just don't know where life is going to take you. My superpower has been my financial independence. And that is something that I tell every woman. It doesn't matter if you can bake cookies, go to the kitchen, sell that cookie to your neighbor. Those 500 rupees are going to be possibly the most precious that you'll ever, earning something, earning your whatever. It's also a mindset that changes. Your independence, your financial independence is something to do with the kind of confidence that you have within yourself. It's a whole mindset which is only for you. And every woman needs that. And I would encourage every girl, every woman, just don't get complacent. Don't get lazy about anything.
Seeing the series, there was always this claim by the Bollywood wives that they're thick as friends, they're thick as thieves, they get along really well. How are the three of you also, away from really the relationship that you share? Can I ask each of you to describe the other two, of what they mean to you, or in a word, if you could share what Riddhima and Shalini mean to you, or how you describe them?
We've known each other for a very long time. I have known Shalini for a very long time, since I actually met her. I met her through my ex-husband, who was in school with Sanjay, who's my brother. And our children have grown up together. Her son, Robin, and Tahira, very, very dear friends. I mean, they were hanging out when Tahira was in town recently. So there is a very wholesome family situation. And the longevity of that relationship. I mean, I was troubled during the shoot, and I actually called Sanjay for advice, because I know it won't, if I talk to him about something, it won't go beyond him, and he'll tell me the right thing. So there is that relationship. With Riddhima, also, I know her maybe through various family members. And she's much younger than me, but we have always connected on a very fun, when we meet at her cousin Tashu's house, who's a very, very dear friend of mine, Natasha Nanda. I mean, we always land up huddling in some corner and giggling about heaven knows what, things that can't be discussed right now. But that's the kind of relationship we have. I love my Sam. I love her husband, Bharat, who's one of the nicest human beings I know. And I love her mom and her brother.
I think everyone loves her brother. But Riddhima,
I had to put it in. I'm sorry, Riddhima. He's your brother, not mine. I know. Just want to clarify.
Riddhima, yes. If you could swap your life with any of the ladies here, who would it be and why?
I am very happy and secure with my own life. I love my life. I wouldn't change it for anything ever.
Shalini, what about you? For you also, of course, there's been a lot of talk about your personality. Do you think there's one aspect of your personality that you felt was kind of overlooked in the series that you wish people knew more about?
Honestly, I think I suffer from split personalities as well as multiple personalities. So I don't think many, like hundreds of series would not do justice to each personality. But honestly, it's the thing is that there's so much, like what has been said on the panel. Riddhima said that, I dedicate my time to my family. I would just say that my family dedicates their time to me, and I think that women have to be in that position and power to say that, we are doing our duties, we are doing our bits. It is my turn now, or when. So I think that is something that we all forget. Overlooking a personality is very easy because there are so many grays, and honestly, I just don't like to calculate this, that. It is what it is, like a flowing river. I might not be the same person tomorrow, so why hold on to something? I'm very, very evolving and changing all the time. And I don't think anything was overlooked. Basically my idea was to not make fun of anybody else, but make fun of me or myself, because this way no one gets hurt.
But how did you do that? I think you were very inspirational in the series.
So I have this song from Riddhima's grandfather. कहता है जो कर सारा जमाना आधी हकीकत आधा फसाना चश्मा उतारो फिर देखो यारो दुनिया वही है चेहरा पुराना.
Wow. This shows that there were clearly music classes, training, all of that. Amazing. Riddhima, you were the one who was, I think, most loved. Whether it was the Bollywood Wives, the Fabulous Lives, everyone loved you. I think there's a warmth that everyone shares with you, and they always say that there's something about Riddhima that makes her perfect.
I'm not perfect. I'm far from being perfect. Thank you for the compliment. But I think we all collectively received a lot of love from people. Even today when I go out, the ground reality is so different, when people, I remember my parents being mobbed, getting, pictures clicked. Hum bhi ghus jate the andar. Lekin now people are coming up to me, taking photos, and, showering so much love, So it actually feels great. And they'll say thank you to everyone.
I think we saw that also. As soon as Riddhima came in here, there were so many people wanting to take selfies. And what's beautiful to see was that you were going ahead and also allowing all of them, being patient with all of them, which is amazing. You don't see that in a lot of celebrities. Shalini, do you see this Gen Z love also differently? By the way, they've embraced you as part of Gen Z. I hope you realize.
How. I have no idea how, because my dressing is totally not Gen Z and my lingo is completely not Gen Z. It's very normal English. I speak in a very, very normal.
You have the Riz. You know what that means?
What is that, Riz?
You've got Riz.
What is that?
It's sass. I'd say sass.
I think that comes from not knowing the Gen Z language. Also, I had a fear of speaking and I used to eat up words and stammer. So I would actually I would be very afraid of the camera and I was petrified of even speaking. So it's taken me so many years to overcome that. But yeah, Gen Z, I've become a Gen Z icon. I've become, I don't know what all. But I'm very surprised that the Gen Z are loving, because my dressing is not at all Gen Z. It's so, someone cannot, I was not sure if they would be able to relate to what I'm wearing or what I'm saying.
But tell us about that, your fashion choices and how it speaks about your personality also. It's very different, right? It's very unique. I'm sure you realize that. But to stay true to it through the show.
Yeah, so the thing is that I love, I don't color my hair. This is the natural color of my hair is very dark. So it looks very stark with the skin. So I wanted to bring some light to the hair. And I always loved wearing clips and hairbands. And also when the hair is open, I'm a control freak. So it's all over the place and they would keep touching my hair. So it actually came out of a necessity to tie your hair up, so that to be more functional and not be, touching up your hair every time. So it actually came out of that. Accessories, there's all these the bags, the crosses, the birds, the butterflies, all little notes to me, if I'm wearing a color, if I feel like wearing. So it's, because I'm an artist, I love putting things together. And many times a certain look is inspired by a painting or like a singer or stuff like that. So I was just living my own fantasy, and everybody's loved it. I mean, I'm so grateful for that. And little girls are having sassy passy parties, wearing hairbands and
Yeah, there are
clips
Charlie
and-
themed parties.
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Which
Yeah,
is amazing. I want to
apparently.
attend one. All right. Thank you so much, ladies.
Thank
It's
you
been an
so much.
absolute privilege to have you here with us at Saitya Aaj Tak. A big
Thank
round
you
of
so
applause,
much.
please, for the beautiful women